two surfaces. Smooth diaphragmatic surface, which is facing superiorly and anteriorly, because the diaphragm is a dome shape, it actually attaches. And traditionally, we divide the liver into the left smaller and right bigger by this reflection of the peritoneum. We call it falciform ligament. And of course, from this angle, I can see the inferior vena cava. The most caudal and posteriorly, we have a visceral surface. On contrary to the diaphragmatic surface, which is smooth, it's not, because it consists of a series of the fissure. And two main fissures, vertical, right and left. The fissure or attachment, for instance, gallbladder. Inferior vena cava on the right side, and the left would be round ligament or ligamentous teres, which is a remnant of the umbilical vein, and after birth becomes ligamentous. And ligamentous venosum, that used to be a ductus venosum that connected to inferior vena cava, as you can see that. Of course, after birth it becomes ligamentous, as perhaps you know that when the blood coming from the placenta go to the body, and particularly liver, through the vein, we call it umbilical vein, right? And of course, the amount of blood that's coming is too much for the developing liver. So most of them goes into the ductus venosum, into the vena cava. Some of them goes into the liver. And of course, after birth, this is no longer connected with the placenta, becomes ligamentous, neither this one. Now, on the visceral surface, I said there are fissures. One of them runs horizontally and give rise to appearance of the letter H, two vertical and one horizontal. The horizontal is the structure that goes in and out. We call it portal hepatis. Consists of the portal vein that give rise to the right and left, and this is the proper hepatic, and this is the duct. We call it common bile duct. Now, gallbladder, the fundus, the body, and the neck, and eventually give rise to a short cystic duct. The cystic duct right here joins with the common hepatic duct. The common hepatic duct formed by the left and right hepatic that brings the bile, joins to form a common hepatic. Common hepatic joins with the cystic duct right here to form the common bile duct that comes out of it and joins with the pancreas. If I may have that, oh, no, don't, let me have it. It doesn't show that right here. Here it goes right here, back there, but it should come right here and joins with a major pancreatic duct. This one doesn't. This model doesn't show that. Of course, as I mentioned that to you, from the anterior view, we have a bigger lobe on the right, a small on the left, but when you look at the viscera, the division has been different. We are using this vertical fissure to divide right and the left lobe. Why? Because if you can see that, everything divides right over here. So functionally, we use this right vertical line of fissure or fossa to divide the liver. Now, if you look at the left lobe, is almost as big as the right one, and the left lobe further divides by the left vertical fissure into the two smaller one, we call it quadrate, between the gallbladder and ligamentous teres, or round ligament, and caudal lobe between ligamentous venosum and inferior vena cava, and of course the most left would be the left lobe itself. Any questions?
Which is a cystic duct?
The cystic duct is continuation attached to the neck, so it's a short cystic duct right over here. Because it's not a really good representation of the neck. Neck is like an S shape, it's a sigmoid shape, and eventually give rise to the cystic duct. And there is another model, probably is better. If somebody go get that plate right here, I can show you better, showing the extra ability right there, in the very front, the smallest one, the smallest model, the smallest, right. Thank you. Here's your liver. Okay, and here's a vena cava, and of course that's a portal vein, left or right, and that is the proper hepatic, left or right, and watch this right here. This is called right bile duct, left bile duct that brings the bile from the liver, and then give rise to the common hepatic, and common hepatic joins with the cystic duct right here. So this is the neck, which I showed that to you on here, and this is the cystic duct right here. The cystic duct and the common hepatic unite to form a common bile duct that runs behind the pancreas. When it gets to the head of the pancreas, it joins with the major pancreatic duct to form the hepatopancreatic ampulla, which covered by the sphincter, we call it OD, and opens up into the descending part of the duodenum. And we can see the prominence of this opening. We call it major duodenal papilla. Papilla means nipple, opens up here. So when this sphincter of OD relaxes by the action of the CCK, it allows the bile gets right here, and the pancreatic juice gets right over here. And here you have your extra biliary duct system. Okay? Go practice.